8.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
No.
Gone! 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 Gone!
And then y'all ain't gonna play them.
Here's Lauletta now on second. Trying to lay one up deep.
Give me that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Because if that's 2K19, you hard to play that, right? You hardly play that, right? Okay. I got them first came out, and both of y'all hardly play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw on second is Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Right there. He got me. He got me. He got that little blitz in.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Ring that bell, Lorenzo Carter. Yeah, they took him in the 3rd round. He thought he should have gone in the 1st, and you saw exactly why. Great speed off the edge, good hand movement, can get to the quarterback, and he's very similar to an old college teammate of his. Leonard Floyd is with the Bears. Those types of guys, long, lanky pass rushers who create a little bit of turbulence when they get after the quarterback.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Lauletta on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Lauletta. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Watson now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This is a defense. He's not a defense. We just have to blitz.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Miller, first down and more. taken down at the 4-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
What's up, man?
Reset. Two jet.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Oh, yeah. He did.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Down. Back 22.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This will be taken in at the 1. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Detroit!
On first down, Lauletta. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A good pickup there at 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ain't nobody getting back down like I wanted to.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. He's going to let this go deep. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third down.
I
Miller.
told you to stop it.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Good.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Gun! All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Over! Gun! Detroit!
Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Foreman's Achilles apparently back to 100% if that last run was any indication. The Texans with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's Foreman. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A carry for Foreman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. in a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Foreman.
Oh, come on.
And he works him past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that run was what a lot of people called an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense is able to run successfully.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw, Watson. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Niles Paul in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Run the ball. That's all I got to say.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Run the ball down. The dude cannot stop no run.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm stupid.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Pretty move. Oh, now he bowls him over. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Wow. Oh, wow. You really want me to go, huh?
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Here's Lawletta to Barkley on the check down. Room to run inside the 40. And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
I know that dude is not like that.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Oh, what the?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season.
I have him trapped up.
And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
I have him trapped, and he still ended up scoring.
Rosas good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
But he ain't finna come back.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
I'm putting the ball back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Foreman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A beautiful fake. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alec Ogletree able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Loletta on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Cole.
Give me that. Give me that.
Now
Give me
loose
that.
football. Coleman lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That was my fault.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They run a draw here on second down. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Texans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
It worked. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And now out comes Houston. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. It's Scarborough again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Lauletta. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It was me, yo, because I tried to do a user pick.
Time for a break.
I know, I tried to do
We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
I know. But he was coming back there every time. Blitzing the hell out of me, too.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
I did something dumb, too.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Don't want too much, let him come back.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. What year was that?
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And my dumb butt was lacking off. I started doing some plays in my playbook.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
Then I tried to do a pick. I tried to do a user pick instead of trying to go for the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Down by too much.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
See, can I get him with this?
Now it's Watson.
Oh, my
This
God.
is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I gave this game away, bro.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
That messed me up, too.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What would Big Al was thinking on draft night? Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games, just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo. Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men. This is Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate.